Hey, 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 welcome back. Welcome back to the Virgo channel. My name is Laura. If you're new to the channel, I'm going to do a general message for Virgo. Know that energy is fluid, roles could be reversed. Interpret the message as it best resonates with you. Also, know on this channel, I like to dive deep within the reading, so I do look at everything, but we take time to look at the spiritual blocks, the shadows, see how they play out as karmic themes. This will allow you to understand why everything's playing out the way that it is, why you are attracting this person that triggers you, what is the spiritual significance, all that good stuff. Again, the readings we dive deep into, so they have a therapy style to them. So keep that in mind. If you want to enter into winning a free reading with me, you need to like the video, subscribe to the channel, write the word of the video in your comment bar. The word of the video is always on the first card that I pull out, and it's the underlining energy that tells us why everyone's doing what they're doing. We're going to jump right in today. Oh, by the way, anything of any importance or relevance to the channel, you can find in the description box. And people, if you are interested in healing the effects of trauma, definitely fill out the link in the description box because you will be the first to get notified about my big reveal. It's something that I've been working on for a really long time. I'm really proud of. I believe it's going to transform the way that people heal. So definitely check it out. All right. Now let's see what the word of the video is. Again, that's honor, honor. That's the underlining energy. Well, I feel as if Virgo, like you're in a place where you're like, I'm honoring myself. It's like, I'm not going to honor you, again, the person that you're connected to, because they haven't honored you. And there's a sense that that person knows that you're all about this. It's like, I don't think that they knew who you were when they dealt with you. They kind of felt like there was someone that always like pressed your limits. They were always someone that was like, yeah, this is your boundary, but let's see whether I could, get away with a little bit more. And they see that, you're all about respect, you're all about honor. And I feel like this person didn't give you that. So I don't really feel like there's much energy being moved because of the lack of respect. That's one thing that I feel like there's that you cannot let go of. You're like, you know what? We had a soul's connection. I asked you to do the minimum, and that was to be in my life, to get to know me. You acted like it was a big chore. Instead, you ran around with everybody else. Meanwhile, we have a spiritual connection. It's like you deliberately sabotage the connection. You deliberately went against what I asked you to do. So now I feel like you don't honor me. This is you, Virgo. That you're like, I feel like you don't not just honor me, but you don't respect me. You don't take my feelings into consideration. All that, again, which represents honor. And it's like so you left, you left. You've taken it as far as it can go. And after, like you weren't going to do any more. You weren't gonna try and convince this person to stay, to do more for you. You told them what you needed. I feel like you told them a few times, and instead what they did was they left. But they left because they knew you were going to leave. Like you weren't going to stick around. They just thought that you were going to react when they left. When this person's actually lost, this card doesn't even belong in the deck. But again, I feel like they're lost because they don't know what to do because they know that they made the entire connection as rocky as possible. Like it didn't need to be this difficult. They made it difficult. And now they're in a place where they feel crushed. They wanted you to feel crushed. They thought that you were going to be crushed and consumed with their trauma, but really what happened was they created an ending. That's what happened. It's like all you asked of this person was for them to put in a little bit of effort, and instead what they did was they did everything but. Yeah, like this person get moody. I feel like they don't like commitment, though they had feelings for you. It was almost like they wanted to come in and out of your life when they felt like coming in and out. But the problem was is that they weren't in a good mood all the time because this person is very imbalanced. Like I said, there's someone that deliberately did not give you that respect and instead talked to other people, ran around with other people. They knew you were going to leave, so what they did was they left. They expected you to get a reaction. You didn't get a reaction. And so this person like I feel like has a lot of anxiety and they're depressed because again, their little plan didn't work for them. But there's someone that normally has very dark moods. There's someone that really needs to like talk to like a spiritualist, someone that needs to, that this person needs to do shadow work because instead of them being transparent, they like the fact that you had feelings for them. So instead of them being transparent, saying, hey, like this is the way that I feel too, no, they wanted to play games so that you would react, so that you would give them more, so that you would make a big deal and almost like prove your love to them. And then didn't fix it. And then instead of coming to you and trying to talk to you, I feel like they tried to, stonewall you, play a lot of games, and then really waited much too long to even apologize or to do anything. So there was a sense, of course, that you moved on because, like I said, they weren't honoring you. So once like you looked at it, it was almost like you're not my person because my person would have honored me. My person would have showed up for me. It's like, and that it's like this person is so used to being around, I feel like people that will do the work for them so that they don't have to come and that they're allowed to like treat people however they want to be treated. I mean, treat people the way that they want to be treated, how they want to treat them. And then, they don't come and fix anything. They don't do anything. They don't contribute to a relationship. It's almost like if you want to do all the work, then you can be in a relationship with them. And sometimes that they're going to act like they're really into the relationship. Sometimes they will act like they're not into the relationship. This person has a lot of dark moods. They're not balanced. So the more that they're not balanced, they're going to suffer from anxiety. They're going to suffer from depression. This person's never in the moment, never in the now. Um, Someone that's very insecure, someone that's lost. They don't know what their purpose is. They don't know why they're here. So they play games. They expected you to get crushed by all their game playing. That's not what happened. It's like this person was way too slow to act because they wanted to again be in their dark side. They wanted to be in destructive behavior, whether drinking too much, smoking too much, running around with a bunch of different people. Again, very excessive behavior, very led to obsession and addiction. This person wanted to be in that energy. They didn't want to like really honor the connection. They kept it up in the air so like you wouldn't know. Like they wanted to keep you on the hook, but they didn't want to give you anything, you know? And now what they see is like the relationship is completely like falling apart. Anything that you two built, any type of friendship that was, any type of anything, is like falling apart because this person decided that they wanted to be self-righteous. They were in very addictive, obsessive behavior, and it never stopped. It just kept going on and on and on in cycles because this is how this person was. So you had no choice but to walk away. It's like they weren't giving you anything. They were staying in a low vibration. This person, like I said, they know why because the reading opened up with honor. And that's exactly what you're looking at. You're like, you didn't honor me, and they're looking at, I didn't honor you. And that's what you're going to have a problem with. Yeah, this person's really like not that they're not good in relationships. They fear relationships. They don't really belong anywhere. They have a hard time connecting with people. And it's mainly because they're full of anger still from past relationships. And then the relationship's not going well because this person takes a lot of risks. They take a lot of risks. That's what they did in this connection too. They wanted to be in, they wanted to keep it up in the air. They wanted to stay in their dark side. It's the same thing. The person loves to take risks, doesn't honor anybody except for their own addictive behavior, and likes to keep people in a place of disempowerment and stress. And I feel like when you walked away, that's what happened. You disempowered this person and you put them in a place of stress. They expected you to be stressed because this person's lazy. They don't do anything to fix their situation. They don't put in any effort. It's like they expect everybody else to put the effort in. And that's not what happened. You didn't put in any effort with this person. Instead, you put it into yourself, put it into like perfecting your craft, where this person likes to be seen as perfect, where that's, to create the illusion on the outside and, their character and how they dealt with you and how, but really you're somebody that is working on yourself, perfecting again, whether that's a job, a craft, a hobby, an interest, something. So that tells me you're able to counteract this energy where I feel like this person's getting more and more obsessive because they can't control the situation, and you're not. This person again is feeling like they don't have enough. They don't have enough to come to towards you, or they feel a sense of lack next to you. Really, again, they played a lot of games and you're like not coming to their rescue. You're not fixing this situation. It's like they would have to fix the situation. And even though they don't really feel like they can, because normally they would come to the person if they were like, again, this self-righteous and like buy them, give them, do something for them so that they could win that person over. Like, oh, it doesn't matter what I did. It didn't really mean anything. Here's a new car, or here we'll go out to like really nice dinner and I'll buy you like a gift. You know, again, this is what this person does. And to get off the hook, they don't have any money now. And I feel like because they were in very indulgent behavior, they partied a lot and they expected you to fight for them, almost rescue them from their own behavior, where you're like, I'm not um, going for this codependency. Yeah, like this person, like it would take great understanding like to deal with this situation where like I don't really feel like I feel like there is caring, there is love, but I feel like this situation is gonna like this person knows I didn't honor you, and even though you may have feelings for me, like the situation creates a lot of emotional imbalances. It that to be honest with you, because in order to deal with this situation, this person wants you to like have patience with them. They want you to um they they want they want to like rekindle the connection and create harmony after they did all this. And that's the thing. It's not that they don't want to be back with you. They see what they did. They see that they really can't come back. So again, that moonlight unity is that this person subconsciously, they want to come back to you. They know that they can't come back to you. This person feels like there's still like a connection to you, but they also feel as if they're hitting like a lot of negative energy like right now because of the way that they treated you. So it's almost like this person is seeing signs and synchronicities. There's a part of this person that even though they did everything that they did to you, they still feel like they're destined to be with you. Again, they never expected you to walk away. Where now, like again, the more time that goes on, this person has uncertainty that like this person knows that they damaged the trust. They took away the innocence in this connection because they didn't honor you. They didn't respect you. They know that that's what it's going to be when they come back. That's why they're not coming back because there's like they don't have enough. They don't have enough to come back to actually win you over. And they're also lazy. There's a sense like they're too tired, they're too exhausted. So this person might have been in another connection. They might have been in another relationship, which is why they're so tired, why they don't have anything, why, again, there's a little bit of resentment that they would have to, why they want you to be patient, why, again, the relationship would create, need balance right now, greater emotional balance right now. Even if this is a unit, this is a couple, it's like it doesn't matter because like it's this now there's like a lot of uncertainty where like this person believes that love can rebuild the trust and that there's still a lot left, that this person's hoping that the history that you and them have and that could be just the remembrance that you'll forgive them. But it's again, you don't, there's a part of you that doesn't trust this person. You're like, that's the thing. That when I say that they ruin the innocence in the connection, it's not just the honor, though the honor is huge. It's it's the fact of like, what are you hiding? What are you hiding from me? Like, what do you really want? Like there's always seems to be hidden motives with this person. Like, yeah, you have feelings for me, but what do you want? Do you want to hang out with my friends? What do you like? You like my job? Do you think that I'm going to take you out all the time? What is it that you're after? Because why all of that before? If we had a connection before, why would you not give to me, play all these games, not honor me, to the point that now you feel like you can't come back. You feel like you don't have enough to come back to actually win me back over again. Why all of a sudden are you coming back? Because there's a sense that, Virgo, you just feel like this person has a big ego. You're like, you have a big ego. You want something. So why are you coming back? So this is what this person like also knows that you're gonna think, and that's why they're like, I don't even have anything to give because they were like, well, I would still come in and buy something and give something like in order to fix it. Where again, this person needs to take time out and they need to be alone for a while. There's a part of them that does want to be with you, but there's also a part of them that doesn't know what to do right now. I feel like they're emotionally exhausted. So whether they got it out of a relationship recently or a long time ago, they haven't dated anyone seriously. They been in like one-nighters and insignificant connections? Yes, here for a good time, not a long time. However, no real commitment. So in order for this person to really know whether they want that, they have to take time out. They have to overcome their ego, and they also don't have anything to come back to lure you back with. So this person is not like showing you anything because they know that you also don't trust them. You will, so that's the thing. And they don't want to ruin whatever is left in the trust. They don't want to do that. Where like this person, like what you know, like is has a hard time being vulnerable. They don't talk. And so like because they don't talk, and then they expect you not to talk. So a relationship doesn't work that way. That unspoken needs really can create even more problems in the future. So this person, like I said, they want to come back into your life. They're coming back into your life. Um, but they're taking a time off. They're taking a time off. It's like there's a part of this person that's saying, like, I don't know whether I want to be with you, however, on the long term because of everything that you guys have been through already. Like, and whether or not they know that you're gonna like not 100% trust them. They also know that they're gonna have to hold to a certain standard. They don't know whether they can do that. Now, I think the the beware of the hidden intentions and underlying motives is that this person is going to come back and make it like they're healed and make it like they've just done everything, have made them, you know, made themselves to feel like they're all healed and that this is what they want and that they took the time out. But I don't think that they have because I don't think that they've done the shadow work. So that's the issue. They haven't done the shadow work. And then this person doesn't like express themselves about what they need. So here it would be that I feel like you'd enter back into like almost like another karmic cycle because this person doesn't really express what they need in the relationship. They don't talk about the previous relationship. They don't know what they've done in that previous relationship to create the imbalance. So that now they just try to control every new relationship, which by the way, they haven't even had a new relationship, not a serious one, not really like you might be like the first one or the second one. And so this person doesn't really know um, that it's necessary. It's that they have to share, they have to be vulnerable. Like again, unspoken needs can plunge them into deep confusion and can plunge you into deep confusion about the relationship. Am I important? Am I not important? Why are you keeping me out? This person has an intimacy issue. It's a trust issue. And so that trust, you know, they have to be vulnerable. They have to be able to communicate. They have to make a commitment and not keep things up in the air because it's again in that they're not honoring you. It's like, but this says all about their imbalances is that they don't trust relationships, but they have a problem, and that problem would play out as a karmic theme within your connection because it's not something that they've healed. And they have like almost like a frozen heart. They have barriers around their heart. So understand that that's why I said they don't feel safe in relationships to be vulnerable. So they don't share. So even though that there's love, this person like has a lot of blocks, which is why they're angry. like I said, there's like this person like has a lot of spiritual blocks that we just continue to play out as cycles. So, and we just saw one. It's like because they don't know everything. They haven't exposed everything that needs to be exposed, like with inside of themselves, their blocks. They need to like dive deep. And I feel like when you're dealing with this person, because they still need healing, whatever they say, it's not that they don't have feelings, but they almost over exaggerate it. So you're gonna have to like read between the lines, like understand that like the truth that they may share is not 100%. This person is like insecure. So they might come in and be like, I really want to be in this relationship. I really want to be, but then they can't follow through. Or they may say that they really want it and they don't really want it at all. Like you have to be able to discern. I feel like this person needs to like clear their inner child because what it is that they wouldn't act serious with you. And if they have children, they would always hide behind their children and say, oh, well, like I can't, like, but they would be coming in selling one thing. And then you would be like, okay, we're in this type of relationship. That's not the type of relationship it would be. It would be a one-sided relationship. This person is very immature. Again, will play games in order to get what they want. But still, again, keeping it up in the air, not telling you because they don't want to make a commitment, still acting immature, being warned to read between the lines because this person's still angry and has a lot of stress around relationships. They, again, are in a place of disempowerment, they're lazy, and they're in a place of lack, and they don't really want to give anything. So, like I said, this person knows that they didn't honor you. They took a lot of risks purposely in the connection. And are they in fear? Yeah, they're in fear. But what you know is that they haven't done any healing. So it would just be more of the same. And once they got comfortable, it would be self-righteous. This person is extremely slow to act. And it's because they really don't want to have to do the healing. It puts them in a dark mood. It triggers them. So, I mean, there's just a sense that they know this connection is going to end and they don't want it to end. So, I mean, do they think that it's going to end? I mean, listen, it's a collective reading, but I would think that you guys would like not want to be in a connection with someone like this. However, it is collective reading. So I'm sure people will say, no, I wanted to give it a try, but understand they haven't done any healing. So it wouldn't be good. This was just a fling. So again, this person would be self-righteous, and that they would act. And I feel like that's what you're realizing too. Like you're realizing this was just a fling. It's like it wasn't anything serious because you're not changing. You pretended that it wasn't a fling. And I feel like that's what you'll think too when this person comes back. You're thinking, yeah, you're gonna say that you want a whole relationship, but you don't. You just want like a fling. That's what you want. You just want me to be with you. So what you realized is if we had anything at all, it was a fling. It didn't mean anything. In spite that this person like tried to pretend like it's not, they try to pretend that it's not. What you're looking at is, well, you didn't give me time, you didn't give me energy, you didn't honor me, you put other people before me. So, being that you didn't give me time and you're still not giving me time, what I'm realizing is that we could have a connection, but it was just a fling. It was just a fling because you wanted to be self-righteous. You didn't want to give me anything. You wanted me to come and fix it. You wanted me to give you. You were way too slow to act. You didn't move. You, in fact, you lost. You lost. You waited too long. So we have to say, why did you attract this person into your life? The first card out is inner authority. These are your inner child cards. Loner, resilience, disassociated, optimism, and overwhelmed. I've been like pulling from like another deck too lately, to go just a little bit deeper, and I've liked it. But if it asks me where the deck is, I wouldn't be able to tell you. I have so many decks. That's not it. Here it is. It adds nice little flavor to this. Okay, we're gonna pull two from this deck. And you got Sacred Space. I don't know, did you see that? And Tribe Vibes. So being in a connection like this one definitely made you have to tap into your inner authority. I feel like as a child, you had to have strong intuition. And because what was going on at home was very overwhelming for you. Now, I'm not saying that you grew up in trauma. You could have been just a highly sensitive person, and there were things that were happening going on in your home. Someone might have been sick. I feel like that's for some. For someone else, like again, divorce was going on. And for others, it was something majorly traumatic. Either way, it was very overwhelming to you, so much so that you disassociated from self. Disassociation means you know what happened, but you don't remember aspects of what happened because there's no feeling to the experience. It's almost as if you're watching someone else go through the experience because, again, the trauma is bad, but you always had good inner authority, and you did get gifts from growing up that way, or from going through those experiences. For some it was one, for a lot of others it was many times, and usually it's many times. If you haven't gone through it through like another experience that mirrored this experience, well, life isn't over yet. Remember, karmic cycles repeat. It's just some people are in a karmic cycle of 5 years, some people 4, some people 8, everybody's uh journey is different. And so again, this disassociation is detachment, and so that gave you really strong intuition, gave you really strong psychic ability. And also from growing up that way, that emotional abuse and psychological abuse, which happens when we are disassociated and we don't heal from those wounds, we continue to create experiences that are similar to those experiences. So it takes a lot of resilience to again keep on pushing through to learn the spiritual lesson. But I feel like you were always optimistic, and your gift of being a loner is the fact that you're like again, like optimistic, you don't have a ownership or expectation. You just like are hopeful, and you're in a like a high vibration because there is no ownership. There is no like expectation of how the outcome needs to look. And so, however, you do have the gifts of being a loner, and that helps you, like I said, to make you very independent, help you to, be just strong within yourself. But Spirit says, saying it's like, well, during this time, you're like balancing out your root chakra, and that's because this person, again, like they came into your life, they played a lot of games. If anything, they wanted to put you in an energy like this. And so what Spirit was saying is like, but instead, it's like wanted you to like create your own support because this person, just like growing up, there wasn't support. So, and it was about you finding your tribe to like to not waste time with this person because they're like sitting on the fence acting like they don't know what they want when really they're just lazy. So really Spirit's saying it's like don't even waste your time because you'd never be happy. Go out and find your tribe. Create that strong like foundation to the earth to yourself by connecting to other like-minded people and create a sacred space at home and within yourself. Create and cleanse a tranquil area as well as yourself so you can really reflect on like what's happening in your life, how you're manifesting your life. Create the sacred space at home. The being connected to this person, it would not be sacred because they're full of drama. And Spirit saying it's like, no, it was about you like getting strong within yourself. You're on your way to getting strong within yourself. However, it would have been an imbalance because this person wants what they want. And so, what Spirit's saying is draw on your spiritual gift of being optimistic. You always have been. Listen to your intuition. The situation feels wrong. However, does the situation feel like it'll never happen? No. Just you need to relinquish how you want it to unfold. You have to like hand it over to like the universe and say, you don't care how it unfolds. You just know that it is unfolding. And the way that you would do that is every day get into a guided practice, meditation practice, or every night. You want to connect to the higher self, the deity part of self. That's why we create a sacred space so that we can take time out and really dive deep within inside of ourselves and do the rest of our shadow work. Because if you attracted this person into your life, well, it's because, well, it was comfortable being a loner, but Spirit's saying, I don't want that though. It's like, I want you to find your tribe. I want you to create a foundation for yourself. A foundation is your friends, your hobbies, your interests. It's again like what makes you you, what gives you the flavor for life, the passion for life, where like it's not just about you and the relationship, it's about, you finding yourself is what Spirit's saying. So it's like if you would have put your time into this person, they wouldn't have honored it. They wouldn't have respected it. They didn't know how to do that. So you're being asked to reparent yourself, to honor yourself. So, and that's also to do what was never given to you. But that's how you reparent yourself. You can then give it to you. And so Spirit leaves us off with one more message, and that is the voice of the heart. I silence the fears in me and I discover the voice of my heart. The fruit of these words guides me. I trust the song of my soul. My intuition leads me on the right path, the path to light. But understand what that is. It's like when you tapped in to your higher self with this person, it just felt all wrong. And what Spirit is showing you is you can trust yourself. You don't have to settle for the bare minimum. You have to know your worth, though. And I feel like this was that. It was listening to your own voice of your own heart. Say, is this really what I want? Is this really making me feel connected? Is this really making me feel emotionally fulfilled? Um, and then about you discovering the voice of your heart, what stirs up your soul. The fruit of the words guides you, meaning your intuition guides you, and you trust that your higher self remembers why you're down here. You, on a physical plane level, is figuring out why you're here, but you know on a higher plane that there's purpose, and that's what Spirit's saying is, just let your intuition lead. Get back into your heart. I'm going to leave that there, Virgo. You let me know how you resonated with this one, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.